Welcome to the Eat Your Elephant podcast. This podcast is here to help you to conquer your big goals. Because the big things in your life that you want to accomplish and achieve, they're going to take more than one step. And this podcast is here to help you develop the right mindset, to take the actions, to keep moving forward and making progress towards your big goals. That way, you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want it to go and enjoy it too. I'm your host, Nick Mazie. Let's get started. Well, hello there. Glad you're here and joining in today. This is the Eat Your Elephant podcast. Welcome to episode 65. As you may have noticed that I started to put the episode number in front of the title. That way, if you want, you can go to the website, Nick Mazie, type in that number, and you can pull up the show notes or any links that I reference or anything like that. I did that just so it would be a little bit easier for you to find it on the website if you wanted to. So just type in the episode number, and it should lead you right where you want to go. Excellent. So what are we talking about today? Today we're talking about change. I know we talk about change a lot in this podcast. But today, we're talking about changing on the inside. So for a moment, I want you to imagine that you have a really deep cut on your arm. And you look at it and you think, I'm just going to cover this up. So you take a nice big Band-Aid and you cover it up. You don't clean it. You don't put any disinfectant on it. You don't even put any ointment or cream to help it heal. Does that sound like a good idea? Well, no, it sounds like a terrible idea to me. Of course you want to clean and disinfect. Allow that wound to heal properly from the inside out. Yes, you still want to protect the outside. The outside is important. But inside, it's what's going on the inside is where that healing is going to have to happen. Becoming what it needs to be on the inside is going to end up helping that outside to heal too. It's going to help the outside to be what you want it to be as well. If there's an infection growing on the inside, if there's something just not right, that's unhealthy on the inside, it's going to end up showing through to the outside no matter what. In fact, it might even get a little rotten and fester and be a little nasty infected. And eventually it's going to show through. Because you can't heal a wound from the outside in. A deep wound needs to be healed from the inside out. How does all this infected arm relate to achieving your goals? Well, I'm talking about changing on the inside. When you want to make some sort of change on the outside, when you want things to be different on the outside, I want you to think about that deep wound and think about just covering it up or helping it heal from the inside. So let's just say that you want more energy to achieve your goals. Because that taking the action that you need to take, to be able to achieve the goals that you want, it's going to take energy. You're going to have to be able to take those steps. So you start drinking a lot more coffee, and it gives you that nice zing of some energy. Now that would be focusing on the outside. That would be not addressing the inside and just getting that outside result that you're looking for temporarily. Or you could choose to focus on addressing the inside. Work on the inside. You decide to try to improve the sleep habits and the quality of sleep that you're getting. You start to think about getting some exercise to actually be a little bit healthier and help your body produce its energy naturally. You could even, start changing some of the diet, eating healthier foods, and watching what you put into your body. And over time, you would start to have more energy and not have that crash of just tons of coffee. So that's the changing from the inside. Now, anytime I start talking about coffee, I am not trying to give you a hard time if you drink coffee. I like drinking coffee. In fact, I got a coffee right here next to me as I'm recording this episode in the morning. But the point is that if all I do is drink a bunch of caffeine and don't address what's really going on the inside with my health, or my sleep and some exercise, if I don't do those things, then that outward just zing of energy, it's going to be short-lived with a big crash afterwards. See, the positive changes are sustainable when you change what's on the inside. If you want to be healthier, it's pretty much the same example here. You can exercise to improve your health, and exercise is great. But if you maintain an unhealthy diet full of donuts, candy, and junk food, then even if you are exercising on the outside, you're probably going to be just as every bit unhealthy on the inside. And all that exercise, it's not going to lead to that sustainable, lasting change that you're looking for, because you're not changing what's going on the inside. And whether it's health, energy, focus, finances, money, whatever it is, whatever kind of change that you want to make, an improvement that you're looking at, think about how you can change on the inside to help you to actually become that person that's achieving that goal. To become, on the inside how you want to be on the outside. It'll help those changes stay. And the rewards you experience, they're the ones that you get to take with you because you're changing on the inside, who you are and how you act and how you think. When you make those kind of changes, those show through to the outside. Now, I must say, I really do kind of love the example of covering up a wound. When you just want to make it look pretty on the outside and you just kind of cover it up and you don't allow that inside to really change. That's an example that I learned in psychology school. And I just really like it. I think it's a good example. It shows that when you try to just cover it up, make it look pretty on the outside, and you haven't changed the inside, that the change is going to be short-lived and the inside will show through. So make sure you're addressing whatever's on the inside that you need to change or make adjustments to so that the outside can be how you want it to be too. All right, well, thanks for listening to the Eat Your Elephant podcast. I hope you enjoy these. If you do, share it with somebody, write a review, but most importantly, take action towards your goals. Well, thanks for listening. Take care, and I'll talk to you again soon.